Hi, it's Thursday. That means it's Vlog Thursday. I skipped last week because I've been feeling like garbage, man. I'm so tired. And part of me wonders if that has something to do with the fact that I've been having a lot less exercise lately. The most exercise I get is to leave my building and go to the closest grocery store or the closest drugstore. And today I got to send some mail. That's about it. It's usually a pretty stressful event because people won't respect the social distancing. In downtown Toronto, there's not a lot of room for them to do that on the sidewalks, and that's kind of a huge problem. I saw a video by a guy who went out with a giant hoop that had a radius of like a diameter of 4 meters, a radius of 2 meters, showing exactly how far away people should be from you to properly practice social distancing. It's a huge distance. It's like, if you think of an adult male is almost 2 meters or sometimes more in height. Yeah, so that's your whole height away from a person, at least. It's pretty far, and city streets are not that wide. So there's a lot of talk about opening up parts of the city street for walking. And apparently other cities have done this. And I think that would be a good idea because there are frankly not that many cars on the road. Even here on Dufferin, where I typically see bumper-to-bumper traffic in the middle of the day, in a normal day, these days it's like a few cars every time the lights change. So we can definitely shut down some of the streets in Toronto to allow people to walk safely past each other. Another thing I've noticed is, guys, I know you've never had to move aside in your entire lives, but don't walk two aside each other with your wife or partner or whatever. When someone's trying to pass you on the other side of the sidewalk, you go single file only. Come on, that's like the kind thing to do. Don't be a douchebag during all of this. Don't make it all worse. Be nice. Go single file. That's what I do. I go behind Victoria or in front. Give people space. Other than that, my 3D printer, which is in the background there, it's been having a lot of issues. It's the G-Tech A10M, and I've been trying... Well, I had old filament, and I think that might be the issue. I had some old brass filament that is, frankly, pretty brittle, and it kept clogging the nozzle, so I've actually had to get it replaced, the entire nozzle hot end, and one of the stepper motors, because it just broke because of the really, really bad clog. So I guess my advice there is don't use old filament, or you might have huge problems. Other than that, yeah, I'm just tired. I think I've got to find ways to do more exercise. I lost the motivation to keep up with the exercise I had planned to do, and really I think it's making things worse. I could be sick. I don't know, because I sometimes don't notice that much. I am too hot a lot of the time at night, and then too cold in the morning, but other than that, I think I'm fine. So, yeah, I think it might be just the difference in exercise. On that note, I think I get a lot more exercise than the average Canadian, and definitely the average American, because I cycle my entire way to work every single day, and a few of my coworkers do too, but most people drive or take transit and barely take a few steps outside of their house other than that. So maybe my baseline for the amount of exercise my body expects is a bit higher. Either way, I'm pretty happy being shut inside. I think Victoria and I are really well suited to this, and yeah, generally having a good time, just hanging out with friends online after work and doing work in the daytime, you know, just over here on this monitor I found in the garbage. I actually 3D printed a mount that I can mount it to the wall and tilt it so that it can be, you know, a little more visible behind my laptop. Well, I guess that's enough rambling for today. I didn't think I would have that much to talk about because, again, I'm so exhausted I can't think of anything. But I guess when I get going, I do. Oh, diary. My diary I've not been keeping up with much, but I still do it every like, couple of days when I think to sit down and write down something down. It can be nice to get your thoughts out. So, yeah. I guess that's all for today. Love you, bye!